Welcome to the Shakaama Live Show. Here's an update on some of the allegations against Bill Cosby with your host, Shakaama. The Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office declined to file criminal charges against Bill Cosby in a pair of sexual assault allegations, according to the DA's office news released Wednesday. The first of the allegations was made by a person described in court documents only as Jane Doe Number 1, who claimed she was forced to have sexual intercourse with Cosby in 1965 when she was 17 years old. She claimed Cosby took her to a jazz club and bought her alcoholic beverages before forcibly raping her at an unknown residence in the Hollywood Hills. The DA's office refused to consider the case due to the statute of limitations, according to the court documents. The second charge involved an 18-year-old woman who said she was sexually assaulted by Cosby when she attended a party with her friend at the Playboy Mansion in the summer of 2008. She said she felt dizzy and sick after drinking alcoholic beverage provided to her by Cosby, who took her to an upstairs bedroom to lie down. When she awoke, she had been undressed and allegedly found Cosby at the foot of the bed biting her toe. Investigators were unable to find Cosby's name in any of the guest lists for the Playboy Mansion in the summer of 2008. But his name did appear on a list for an event in February. To potential, of course, they're including that just as a red herring, because you people who were so against OJ and still to this day, although a jury found him completely innocent of all charges, you still think he did it. Two potential misdemeanor charges against Cosby were dismissed due to the statute of limitations. Possible felony charges not barred by the statute of limitations including sexual assault by intoxication of an unconscious victim and assault with the intention to commit sex offense were also considered and dropped. Quote, however, there is no evidence to support the filing of these crimes. Consequently, after evaluating all potential charges, there is insufficient evidence to prove these crimes beyond a reasonable doubt, the documents read. Cosby was arraigned on sexual assault charges in Pennsylvania last month. Pennsylvania law has a 12-year statute of limitations for sexual assault cases, a window that would have closed in early 2016, as I told you in the very last video and asked you at the very beginning of the video, why did they charge Cosby days before the end of 2015? The judge in that case has set his bail to $1 million and ordered him to surrender his passport. Cosby did not enter a plea. Cosby potential bail following the posted bail following the arraignment. Now, the particular case in question, I have already presented all of the evidence that they have against Cosby in that case that he was charged with in Pennsylvania. They have no evidence whatsoever. Now, let me go back to this unsealed private agreement that Cosby had with the woman in question in this case that he was arraigned in. Everybody is saying confession, confession, confession. He confessed, he confessed, he confessed. He didn't confess to anything. And if you go and watch his lawyer, she will say the same exact thing. I keep telling you, and people don't know how to read English. Even when they go and look at the case, they don't know how to read English. They asked Cosby, have you ever bought Quaaludes for anyone? Ever? And Cosby said, yes, I have bought Quaaludes for women for the purposes of having sex with them. But they asked for the Quaaludes. He was not talking about the 2005 case. He was talking about the 1965 case when Quaaludes were available. Quaaludes were not available in 2005. They were pulled from the market, I believe, in 1970, 1980, around there. because they were dangerous. You will go into a coma and die if you take too many Quaaludes. Quaaludes were a party drug and an aphrodisiac. They were requested by women in the 60s. Can you get me some Quaaludes? Yes, I can get you some Quaaludes. All right, let's party. Aphrodisiac. It enhances your sexual desire. I know you're looking at a 70-year-old man, but we're talking about a rich, quote-unquote, playboy, married playboy, at the time, whom could probably show you a fantastic time, buy you all the drinks in the world, maybe get you a gift, put you up in a condo for 4 years, pay all of the bills. This is a case that we're talking about. Now, Miss Constant, in the case, in the trial that's going to come up, there is no evidence whatsoever. Cosby never admitted to anything. It's just that black and white. Everybody wants to spin it and say, oh, these poor 40 women. Oh, these poor 40 women. Oh, these poor 40. I'm sure some of them were raped. Really? How come he hasn't raped anybody last year? The year before? The year before that? Year before that? Year before that? Year before that? If you are a rapist, quote unquote, you cannot help yourself. And you definitely cannot go to a club, act casual, buy women drinks, sit and watch a show, have dinner. Even a quote unquote date rapist, which they are now looking into to see if that is even a legitimate thing, because they have started to investigate the allegations of date rape. It seems there has been much to do about nothing. That women in particular, are lying about being date raped. What does that mean? That means that they went on a date, had sex with a boy. Their parents do not want their child having sex, and so then they claim rape. Oh, you don't think that's possible? Oh, you think the opposite is possible, but you don't think women lie. Women don't lie? A lot of women don't lie? A whole bunch of women don't lie? This is what you think? You're the same type of people who say a woman can't abuse a man. I'm here to tell you, women have been just as evil as men from the very beginning of time. That whole sugar and spice and everything nice never was true. Never was true. I've seen it firsthand. Just like I've said in the whole abuse video, if he touches you at all, leave him immediately. And if she touches you at all, what did I say? I said he and she. Because the evidence proves that he and she abuses he and she. And she abuses each other more so than he and he and she. That means women abuse more than men. Women file for divorce 70% of all cases. Why? Women are also found to cheat more than men. The data is out there. You need to go research it. So you're shocked at 40 women? And now they're saying 50. Now it jumped up to 50. I don't know where 50 came from. Last time I heard it was actually 30. And in a lot of the cases, it wasn't rape at all. He hasn't been accused of 30 counts of rape or 40 counts of rape nor 50 counts of rape. He's been accused of bumping into women at parties. In a couple of these cases, he not only did he have an alibi, he wasn't even in the state. He wasn't even in the country. At what point do you not realize what is going on? I'm not affected by emotion. Oh, he raped me. Oh, come here, darling. Let me console you. He raped. Okay, why is she crying 40 years later? I know women whose all of their children, husband, everybody has died tragically. 2 years later, they're talking about, I need to move on. I need to get on with my life. Not a child in the world. Everybody, tragic, horrible accidents, horrible, the war, also just cool, calm, and collected. That's what happens over time. You become cool, calm, and collected. Why is she crying? 40 years later, she's been coached. How do I know? I've coached people. How do I know? I've coached people. Okay, darling, here's how you handle it. You get on stage in front of the nation. You put your little Vicks Vapor Rub right here. They can't see it because you're already perspiring, right? We're going to have you looking like you're perspiring anyway. They'll never see it, and then that Vicks Vapor Rub is going to cause you to... And I just want you to put on a sad face and go ahead and cry. Just like the President of the United States. Oh, you thought he really did cry. Yeah. Are you all old enough to read and write? Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel sorry for you. Anyway, DA says no. Lied. Liar, liar, liar. Liar, liar, pants on. That brings that up to 9 women, probably 10 women who have been found to have been lying. That he had a complete alibi. Now, I'm going to get to the very last part of this Beverly Johnson is a liar, and I'm going to but I'm going to quote one of her dearest friends who calls her a liar. Thank you for watching the Shakaama Live Show.